Hello everybody, how are you? We're going to make for you today a creamy pasta with sun-dried tomatoes. Hello to my mates Nick and Teagan, everybody up at Stocko. How you going? G'day Teags. Have a look at that. Okay, come over here Marion, we'll have a look at the ingredients for this particular dish. I've chopped up some breast fillet of chicken. You can see there the size of the chicken is not overly large. There's some butter and they'll be cooked off first. We've got cream, garlic, spinach, some white wine to go in the sauce, salt, pepper, parsley as always, Spanish onion, mushrooms and sun-dried tomatoes. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go and brown off the chicken in the butter that we've got there. Back to you shortly. Okay, well by the way, at the back corner here, Meryl, can you show us that's the pasta water cooking in the background. We're going to put some penne in that shortly, okay? Just ignore the lovely sauté chicken that I've made at the back, that's for another time. So there's the butter that's melted off, okay? Here is our chicken and I've added some garlic in with that, Merrily, so the chicken's going to go in now. Come back to you shortly. Okay, have a look at that. The garlic and the chicken and the butter have cooked away nice. You can see that we've sealed our chicken there. Lovely, looks beautiful, nice size too. The smells actually come out lovely. Here is Spanish onion, mushrooms, and I've chopped up those sun-dried tomatoes, and away we go. Just a heads up, there's no oil in this. There's enough oil in those sun-dried tomatoes, which we got from the shop, to fair income bankroll the entire United Arab Emirates, so you don't need to add any oil. Alright, so there we go. In they go. Actually see the oil coming off the board there, unbelievable. Okay, so that's going to cook off for a little while. I'll come back to you when that's cooked away, but that's our onions, mushies and sun-dried tomatoes that have gone into that chicken now. Okay, just been cooking for a minute or so, just going to add a little bit of pepper here to taste, a merely amount of salt, and I'll show you how much that is. That much, and a little bit of parsley, I'm sorry. Just to get it going. I've just added the salt, pepper and parsley there. Just gives you a lovely bit of extra taste. Again, we'll come back to you when everything started to cook away a bit more. Okay, now we're going to start making the sauce for this. The onion, mushies and sun-dried tomatoes have cooked off very nicely. So, first of all, stay there, spoon, if you can, please. You idiot. What do you reckon? There's one. Yep. One, not that much, David. That's ridiculous. 1 heaped teaspoon of Master Foods wholegrain mustard, about 400 millilitres of cream. I'm sorry, there's other cream's gone into another dish I've made today. So there you are, straight in with the cream. Now this is some Rosemount. What's this one, Merrily? Rosemount Moscato. Oh, gee, that'll taste nice. Okay, you ready?
You can use any type of white wine. I like the sweet, so...
Is that enough, do you think?
A bit more.
Okay, so there is the making of the sauce. So I'll stir that. Now remember, that's a lot of sauce, as Merrily was just explaining to me, but the pasta that's on behind here will pick up a lot of that sauce, won't it, Merrily? A bit like fettuccine carbonara, darling.
Yeah, it'll soak it in.
Soak it in. We've got, as you can see today, we've got the penne cooking, so have a look at that, Mez, up the back there. So, that penne is about 6 or 7 minutes away, so we're going to let this cook through and get that bubbling away. But there you are, there's the making of the sauce with a bit of wholegrain mustard for flavour. We'll come back to you shortly. Merrily, could you show everybody the size of that bag of spinach? I'm going to put half of that in, okay? This is right at the end of the cook, so you can see that sauce is beautifully cooking away. So half of that, just to wilt away, bits off the edge.
They'll go right down.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. So, put the spinach into there, which will, as always, spinach will wilt away in the heat. Okay, I'll come back to you in a moment. Won't be too far away when we're ready to go and mix it up. I've drained the pasta off in the background. Okay, come back to you shortly. On Merrily's recommendation, and lads, you never argue with the missus about these things, unless they're wrong, of course. I've added a little bit more spinach in there to the sauce, okay? So there's what the sauce is starting to come, and I can assure you that it smells beautiful, it looks lovely. What do you reckon, Merrily? We're just about ready to mix up into our pasta over here?
Yep.
Okay, so, got a bit of advice from a trusted friend. We'll come back to you in a minute when I've moved across. We won't follow across, it doesn't look good on camera. Back to you in a minute. Okay, there's the penne that's been drained away. Used a tip from Jamie Oliver and put a little bit of boiling water in the bottom to keep it nice and moist. Okay, so there's the penne. And here goes the sauce into that, ladies and gentlemen. Melody, you want to just step back just a touch there, darling? Thank you. Okay, get all that out. Right, I'll just put the fry pan over here for a moment. And mix that through. Now, of course, with a creamy sauce, under this lovely light we've got here, it's very helpful, that recessed light. That cream is going to immediately get absorbed by a lot of that penne, so that actually looks very, very nice. So there is our creamy pasta with sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, onions. You've seen the making of it, lovely white wine sauce, dollop of mustard in there at Marily's suggestion. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Serve it with a bit of parmesan on top.
Yes, indeed.